Alright, hello and welcome back to another Healthy Habits Club yoga practice. If you're new to me, my name is Taylor and I'll be guiding you through our class today. What I have planned is a nice sweet shoulder stretch. So we are going to do a little bit more mobility style yoga, get some movement into the upper back and the shoulder blade area, and of course open up the front of the chest as well. So I do encourage you, if you have either a yoga strap or some sort of band, you can also just use a long rolled up towel, but we are going to use a prop like this for the class, as well as a couple of yoga blocks if you have. If not, again, a stacked book or something like that will work as well. As always, please listen to your body, take what you need, leave what you don't, and we're going to get started right away. Today we will begin in a nice comfortable seat, so you're welcome to sit up on a pillow, block, blanket if you choose, or just come right down to the ground, letting yourself arrive into your space, your practice, and just taking these first few moments to connect. So as you settle, again, allow your sit bones to really ground you to the earth. Feel a sense of lengthening through the spine, allowing the crown of your head to elevate up towards the sky. When you feel ready, close your eyes, let the shoulders soften down your back, and take a deep breath in through your nose, and a cleansing breath out through the mouth. Do that again, deep breath in, deep breath out. One last time, arriving into your space, fill your body with fresh oxygen, air. And exhale, letting go of anything outside of the space. Continue just to breathe naturally here. Again, dropping into this moment. Taking these next 20 or so minutes to be present with yourself. Maybe you start to softly roll the shoulders a few times forward. Maybe you roll the shoulders a few times back. Right away, acknowledge any place in the body that might feel kind of sticky, stagnant, stuck, whether that is physically, right, tension, pain, or perhaps just sticky energetically in the body, in the mind. Not necessarily changing anything about that just yet, but allowing that awareness to be there. And coming back to stillness here. Keep your sit bones rooted down. We're going to reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, connect your hands together at your heart. Good. Breathe in or reach up. And this time, as you exhale, just going to clasp the hands together in any grip or way that feels right to you. Good. From here, drop one elbow down towards your side, keeping those hands kind of interlaced if you can. And then bringing them back up to center. Exhale, other side. Elbow kind of drops down. So little elbow dips here, coming back to center, just alternating sides a few times. Know that this might feel a little bit stiff in the shoulders at first, and that's okay. Good. Just one more here. When the arms come back up to center, push them out in front of you and allow yourself to kind of round through your spine. Now this time, as you inhale, open the arms, open the heart, expand the chest. Exhale again, round the spine, bring the hands back to connect. Kind of like a cat-cow. Breathe in, open the chest, the heart, breathe. And exhale, rounding the spine. tucking the chin. And do that 2 or 3 more times. Open the chest, the arms. Exhale. Good. Next, inhale, bring the arms back up to the sky once more here. And exhale, hands to heart. Roll the shoulders out already. We're gonna make our way to a tabletop, hands and knees. So a couple rounds of your cat-cow, similar to what we've just done. As you breathe in, lift the chest, open the heart. And exhale, round the spine. Really press the ground away from you, so kind of puffing up through that upper back. And just acknowledge the movement, the sensation in the shoulders here. Now, begin to find little circles in the body. So keeping the hands planted, but notice the motion that you create in the shoulders and the wrists. You can have a little micro bend in the elbows. Make these circles nice and big. Good, switch directions, going the other way. Maybe you got little clicks or pops in the shoulders, that's okay. Right, just of course easing out if there is ever any pain. My left shoulder is not happy today. Ooh, okay. We're gonna come back to that tabletop, hands and knees, and then melting down to a child's pose. So drop the hips back towards your heels, and for this one, if you can, take the knees out really nice and wide. Let your forehead connect down to the ground, and you'll feel that stretch right away through the underarms, letting the chest sink in. Still breathing into your back body. Take about 3 deep breaths here. Good, bringing some movement back in. When you breathe in, think of lifting your right arm up off the ground, even just an inch or 2. And then exhale, bring it back down. Do that a few times on the right side, so right hand lifts up. Exhale, bring it down. Good, one more on that right side, and then let it go. Switching over to the left. So use the strength of your back body here to lift that arm up off the ground and then bring it down. This can be really good for helping out our posture, right? If we have that rounded shoulder sensation. And when that left side feels complete, relax. You're gonna press up slightly, just enough to sweep your right arm down and through. So similar to a thread the needle, but you are in a child's pose. Option to let either the forehead come down or the right cheek. Breathing into the back of the right shoulder space. Couple of breaths here. Maybe you walk the left hand further forward, reaching for the top of your mat. You can also choose to reach left arm up and over if a little twist is calling you. Good. Left hand's not back on the ground, slowly make your way there. And press back up to that kind of half child's pose, just enough to sweep the left arm down and through. We'll do that same stretch on this side. Couple breaths here, choosing where you want that right hand to go. And slowly making your way back out, coming up back to a table. Realign on your hands and knees, and we'll just flush that out with a cat-cow. Reconnecting to breath. Okay, from here, spread the fingers nice and wide, pressing down through your palms. Tuck your toes and send the hips high for that downward facing dog. So even here, bring awareness to the shoulder space, right? Let the shoulders become nice and broad. Pressing down equally through the palms to really elevate the length of your spine. You can go ahead, pedal out the feet or sway the hips maybe side to side. That'll feel really nice through the side body, even that upper shoulder space. You can bend the knees here. Actually, this one feels really nice. Drop the heels to one side. Let the hips kind of sink down halfway. Always option to follow my guide, but of course let your intuition play. If something else is calling you or your body is craving a certain pose, you're always welcome to take it. All right, back to downward dog at center. On your next breath in, round the spine forward to a high plank. Option to lower your knees or chaturanga as you come down to round. Good, now slide your fingertips off the edges of your mat, point the elbows to the sky. As you breathe in, lift your chest off the ground. Exhale, roll it down. It doesn't matter how high you come up here. Breathe in, lift up. Drop the right shoulder down, gaze to the left. Inhale through center. Left side dips down. Inhale, center. And exhale all the way down through center. Let it go. Slide your hands back under your shoulders. Press up through the knees and find downward dog. Good. Slowly walk your feet up to your hands and just fold at the top of your mat. Generous bend in your knees. Option to grab onto your elbows for that ragdoll pose. Let your head be heavy as well here, so letting go of that tension built up in the neck. You can sway side to side or kind of pulse up and down. What can you release here? What can you simply just let go? Good. Letting the elbows drop down and just slowly, like as slowly as you can, roll yourself up to stand. One vertebra at a time, likely slower than you want to go. And then arriving to that Tadasana, or standing mountain pose. So checking in, how does the body feel? Are you staying connected to your breath? Let go of what's around you, right? Drop back into you. Okay, and your next breath in, reach both arms up to the sky. And exhale, twist to your right. So drop those arms down to about shoulder height. Try to keep the hips forward. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, twist towards your left. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, twist to right. One more, breath in, reach arms up. Twisting left. And last breath in as arms come high, option to lean slightly back, being gentle here. And exhale, hands to heart, option to fold, or just kind of reach down and grab onto your strap, your towel, or your band. Coming back to that mountain pose and taking a nice wide grip on your prop, depending where you are with that shoulder flexibility, mobility space today. Adjust it to be more narrow for more of a stretch, or a little bit wider for a more sense of ease. I like these bands because they do have a little bit of give. So start with the bands just down in front of your hips, And together we'll breathe in and lift the arms up to the sky, holding onto that band. Exhale, drop the arms behind the back, just as far as you can go, right? Again, without causing any pain. Breathe in, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down in front of hip space. Breathe in, arms come high. Maybe you adjust the grip a bit here. And exhale, rolling the arms back. If they don't come all the way down to the back of the hips, that's okay. Still moving nice and slow, feeling the breath guide the body, the movement. Few more times here. Good. Next time, arms come back to center, pause. Option to continue to use your strap here or let it go if you don't feel that you need it. I'm gonna face behind just so you can see, but we're gonna bring right arm up to the sky, bend the right elbow and reach your fingertips down your back. And then left elbow will bend as well, so you're reaching to grab the fingertips together. If you're using the strap, grabbing onto one at each end, you can kind of use the strap to pull the left hand up or the right arm down, kind of whichever one feels a little bit more tight. So from here, we're just simply going to switch to the other side. So extend both arms up, creating kind of a circle shape. Left arm to sky, right arm down, bending the elbows, reaching for the fingertips if that's there. Hold for a breath or two. And then again, switching to the other side. Lots going on here, lots of movement, all of the rotation and the rotator cuffs, the shoulders, all the ligaments right deep in the shoulder joint. Be gentle and know that it's okay if you're not quite there. Good. Next time you bring your arms back up to center, you can just let them go and give the arms a little shake, like letting anything, again, that's stuck or stagnant in the body, just kind of shake it out. Let the arms go. Maybe you fold forward, shake out the fingers, the wrists. All right, coming back to a standing position, reach the arms up to the sky once more here. And an exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step or jump back to your high plank pose and take your traditional vinyasa flow. Chaturanga, half or all the way down. Cobra or upward dog if knees are off the mat. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze forward, step, walk, or float feet to your hands. Find a halfway lift. And an exhale, fold. Root down, rise, arms to sky. And right away this time, exhale, fold. Good, half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out, plant the palms, step or jump back through plank, and take your flow. Good, from downward dog, take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale, fold. Step your right foot up in between your hands, drop the left knee down for a nice low lunge pose. Arms are just gonna stay down by your sides. Right hand either now stays down or on your knee. Left arm will reach up to the sky. Again, just feel a nice little side body stretch, maybe leaning over towards that right side. Stretching not only the upper shoulder, but all the way deep into the hip flexors, the obliques, the side. Inhale, coming back up. And just switching over to the other side. So come back through downward dog. And then step the left foot down in front. Right knee to ground. Setting that foundation in your low lunge pose. And then right arm will come up to sky. When you feel ready, reach the right arm over towards the left side, expanding, bringing space in through the right. Good, back to center, hands come down, stepping back, downward dog. This time, walk your hands back to your feet, folding at the back of your mat. And then we're gonna heel toe the feet out a little bit wider and sink into your malasana or yogi squat. I'm just kind of facing the back so that you can see, but we're getting a nice deep stretch into the hips here. If this is not okay in the knees, right, always option to sit up more in a chair. From here, plant your left palm down, reach the right arm to the sky. And just open up through that side body. Notice how the shoulders feel. Right hand comes down, take it over to the other side, left arm to sky. Relax the shoulder, kind of down though, soften through the face. Good, and back to center here. From your malasana pose, option to take your hands together, back behind the low back or hips. If that's not there yet, that's okay. Find your stability, your balance first. And we're just gonna shift up towards a forward fold. So if that transition wasn't there, just make your way to a forward fold first and then clasp your hands together behind your back in any capacity, right? Whatever is there. Hanging here for a few more breaths, feeling this deep in the shoulders, and then getting into hamstrings as well. Good, slowly release the hands, let them come down to the ground. Bend your knees deeply to come back to a comfortable seat. Just as we did at the start of class, root the sit bones back down, reach your arms up to the sky, and clasp the hands together at the top. Now coming back to that elbow drop down, just want you to see if you have created any more space. As you drop your elbows down, do you feel a little sense of ease? And if not today, that's okay. We know there's always more work to be done. But maybe, just maybe, this movement glides a little smoother after all of that sweet shoulder stretching and openness. Okay, hands can come down. Today we are going to end in a supported fish pose as our rest. So this is where the blocks will come in handy. You want to bring your blocks into about the shape of a T. So one will be behind your shoulder blades, behind your back, and the other for the back of your head. If you don't have blocks, any sort of rolled up towel or blanket or bolster can work nicely as well. So use your hands to support yourself as you come down. That first block should be at about the bra line, again between the shoulder blade space. And the other block will just be for the back of your head. Mindful as you come down, there should be no pain here. Right? We are just looking for an opening through the chest. So take the hands out wide if you can, kind of like a T shape, or even down by the sides is okay. We're just letting the shoulders kind of drop down and back more passively. Letting the collarbones find space between each other. Feet can stay planted. This will be more supportive Option to extend your legs down long. Or to get a little more into the hips, you can bring soles of feet together and let the knees open wide as well. Slowing back down, taking this pose as your rest. Relax shoulders, the chest. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Maybe you relax the jaw, parting the lips ever so slightly. And just bringing your focus back to your breath. If the mind wanders, that's okay. If you can bring it back to this space, and this last moment, fill your mind, your heart with gratitude. Think of 3 things, people, places, feelings that you are grateful for, experiences that you've had. And let that warm sensation of gratitude melt over your body. Let's take one more breath here together. Big exhale, release. Always option to stay longer. If you're coming out of the pose, I like to bring the feet back to ground first. Use the support of your core and your arms. You kind of roll off to one side of the blocks. Now push yourself up. You can either slide the blocks away, come back to your back for rest, or just end your practice in a seated pose. Hands together at heart here. I thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this sweet shoulder stretch. From my heart to yours, namaste.